I just got back from vacation. Was out in the ocean, having a good time. And then Utah is known for its beautiful mountainous terrains. But what they don't tell you is that if you leave for a freaking week, you come back home and your entire house is overrun with tumbleweeds. Yay, Utah.
All right, so I think I have a solution. I got these 50-gallon drums for, I think, pretty much nothing. So, if you've ever heard of a rocket stove, I'm gonna make a giant version of that out of these drums so I can just shove all those freaking tumbleweeds into them, and that should solve my problem. So, time to get to work.
Welcome to the universe of rocket stoves, a haven for outdoor enthusiasts and survivalists alike. Imagine a stove so efficient it can boil water in just minutes with only a handful of twigs. Enter the rocket stove, a sleek, compact device that uses the basic principles of combustion. Its design channels heat into a concentrated area, resulting in more efficient and complete burning. This means less smoke, less fuel, and more heat. Now picture this.
All right, so the idea is pretty simple. I'll have this be the feeding chamber that's going to feed into here. This is going to be your center column. I'm sure there's technical words for all this, but basically the concept is you have whatever your fuel source is come into this side. Underneath there's going to be a vent that draws air in, and that creates a vacuum and essentially makes a rocket out of this. So you can do venturis or different ways to kind of focus the air and get more speed out of it. For me, I just want a place to burn these tumbleweeds without the entire lot of them just going up in flames. And I figure this will give it a nice clean incineration to where there's not going to be too much soot or embers like you would with a traditional fire if it's just burning out in the open. It may not work, but this is how we're going to do it. So basically what I'm going to have to do here is cut a circle on this side so it can kind of shape up against here, and then cut out on the inside of that and fuse them together. Just going to weld them. Should be easy enough. Worst case scenario, I do have a spot welder, so that should be good. I don't know how much it needs to be airtight to make this happen, but I'm gonna figure it out. First things first is I got to build the structure of it and then kind of work around the rest of the principles. So we get to it. Alrighty, so as you can see, I have them cut out and joined together. Can't quite tell from right now, but the inside of this one is cut out to mate with that one. And then underneath here, I'm going to add the rest of the tubing. So if you look at it, kind of like that is more or less how it's going to sit, with more coming up out of here. So as with most kind of randomly put together projects, I ran into the screw it moment. So it's a little ugly, but this is also just a proof of concept. But that'll be the catch right there. So the fuel that I'm using won't just fall down to the bottom where the air is collected. It'll just kind of hold it there. Everything I've used is just material that I had on hand. So that'll let maximum air flow through. And since this is really only made to use on tumbleweeds right now, I don't have to worry about that. Anything smaller falling through. So let's see what happens. Once and for all, we're going to be getting rid of all these frickin' tumbleweeds that have invaded my home. Look at this. So hopefully my new gigantic rocket stove that I just put together will do the trick. Oh yeah. Yeah. Technically, I think it works. So this is the final product. What you missed out on was me putting together just a little square stand, just so that way it could stay stable. Also, I'll be able to put a vent of some sort or a catch of some sort underneath it. Got a tumbleweed in there right now. As you can see, I used it. I failed to get a picture of it out here while it was all blue and pretty, but when it heats up to as hot as it is, there is nothing left of the paint. Also, one more part that I missed out on recording was I cut slits in the top of this barrel and I created almost a funnel with the blades right there. That gives it more of a choke slash focus point, so that way it could also increase the velocity of the air that's coming out of there, making it a little more efficient. Alrighty folks, well I hope you enjoyed watching this episode. If you like seeing these fabrication videos, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm a fabricator first and a videographer second, so if my videos are a little choppy or kind of, artist rendition, because I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing on that end, but I could make cool stuff like this. So if you like what you see, like and subscribe. See you next time.